Alright, what is up everybody and welcome back to another video. Today, we are doing a review of the St Croix Avid X. Let's go. Alright, so, the Avid X is St Croix's mid-range rod. It comes in between like 210, 220, 230, right around there. It's, it's a mid-range rod. I love this rod. I've had it for about 2 years. I actually have the 7.4 heavy model. For me, this is my primary uses for it are jigs, Texas rigs. What I absolutely love it for also is 6.66-inch mag drafts. It's actually a very versatile rod, even though when you think about like heavies, you usually think they're more technique specific. This rod is extremely versatile for me, and I can use it for a lot of different things. So the guide is one thing that I definitely want to talk about on this rod. If you look, see that kind of odd shape of the guides, and down the entire rod, this rod uses micro to semi-micro guides. For a lot of people that won't really matter, specifically people who use fluorocarbon is perfect on this rod because fluorocarbon goes through micro and semi-micro guides very well. Braid is a little trickier to get through those, especially if you're using connection knots. Like if you're using 50-pound braid to a 17 to 20-pound leader, this is not great. But if you're throwing straight braid, actually this is also a really great frogging rod. So if you're throwing straight braid for frogging, awesome. Don't even think about it. The guides, honestly, I think they're kind of cool. So the build quality, like a lot of St Croix, a lot of people complain about the guide wrapping, that they're not super high end, but honestly, I think the guide wrapping's nice. I'm not staring at the guides all day, so the build quality is great. It's nice, light, sensitive rod. What I was saying about how versatile it is, when you feel it in a store, or if you test the action, it has a pretty stiff tip. A lot of people think, oh wow, that's a really stiff rod. This 7.4 heavy, but it's actually, because of, it has, like a lot of St Croix, it has more of a moderate taper to the action instead of like a super fast, stiff tip, like a big punching rod. It has more of a moderate action, which is why I love it for like jigs and those mag drafts. Not like a crankbait rod, obviously, but it has a little bit more of that moderate action. So once you get into the rod, it will flex more. So it has enough power to set hooks on frogfish, but it has enough tip to throw some smaller swim bait that have treble hooks. So like I said, build quality is great. It's light, sensitive. It's a lot more balanced than the Legend Tournament rods, which is another line by St Croix. Those rods, a lot of people complain about how they're so unbalanced, especially a lot of time when you get into those longer rods. Sometimes they're not as balanced, but this balance, I think it's great. Super balanced. When you put in a reel in here, it balances out. You're not fighting that tip of the rod. And overall, I think it's an awesome rod. I would absolutely highly recommend this rod to anyone looking for a great, like I said, jig, Texas rig, frog rod, and I'm assuming all the other rods in line are also great. So, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below if you enjoy these type of videos, and we'll talk to you soon.